The Super Mario franchise is a franchise I've been really passionate about for so many years. From New Super Mario Bros. Wii to current time now with Super Mario Odyssey. I've played a lot of Mario games, especially the 3D ones, so I thought, hey, since I know a lot about Mario and I know a lot about the 3D Mario games, why not rank them? It seems logical at this point, and I have no ideas for this homework assignment that I'm doing, so yeah. This is my ranking of all the Super Mario 3D games. Here we go. So there are 8 games in total, so I'm gonna go from worst to best. Um, and I know this is just an assignment, but this is my opinion either way. You might like, Mario 3D World more than Land, or you might like 64DS better than Odyssey, which I don't see how. But yeah, let's just get into this because I want to do it now. Number 8, we have Super Mario 64 DS. Now, Super Mario 64 DS is a remake or a remaster of Super Mario 64, which we'll get into later. Some problems have this game is the fact that there's the controls. You can only move in 8 directions. There's no full 360 control. Whenever you move up, you snap to that direction. Let's say you move up left, it will snap to that direction. There's no full 360 control. You can't do anything. Most of the new stars that were added to the game are really pointless. Like, why do I need to fight King Bob-omb twice? There's no point in doing that. They also implemented a run button. Why? Boring mini games that were implemented. They're fine. They're not the best thing in the world. Like I played one of them for like a couple seconds and I got bored instantaneously. Many people might find them good, but honestly, I couldn't find myself to enjoy them. They didn't fix the problem where whenever you do a level, you get pushed out of it, which I thought was a humongous problem. But there are some pros to this game, not many, but there are some pros. There are more playable characters. There are character-based stars. As for the characters, there's Yoshi, which is the character you start off with for some reason instead of Mario. I thought that was weird. Mario, obviously, is the all-around character. Luigi, he can run on water and jump higher, and for some reason, he can land safely. I don't see how that's useful. And then Wario is just a fat dude, and that's all I have to say. There are character-based stars, like let's say you need to press a switch in the bottom of the ocean. You play as Wario, since he's exclusive to the metal cap power-up, and you go down into the water and you press a switch. I like that idea. You have to go back and change your character every time. But you could just play as Yoshi and wear the caps. Since there are caps in the game, you can use to become the other characters. Yeah. And in the end, there is a bigger and more meaningful story than there is in Super Mario 64, which we'll get to later. In this game, Mario was invited to the castle for cake, like always. But this time, Luigi and Wario tagged along to see who would get the cake first. Then they all end up getting captured, because why not? And then Yoshi has to save them. I think that's pretty cool for a new Mario story. And yeah, that's all I have to say about Super Mario 64 DS. Probably the worst 3D Mario, in my opinion. I don't like it at all. Let's just go to the next one. Number 7, we have Super Mario 3D Land. I thought this game was okay. I put it down here because there are way too many cons. I have more cons than pros, to be exact. First of all, to 100% the game, you have to touch every top of the flagpole, and you have to play through the game twice as Mario and Luigi, which really bothered me when I played it. I didn't beat the game twice when I originally played it because, again, I didn't know that you had to play the game twice, which is weird because I feel like I should have known that, but eh. There's too much Cosmic Mario, and later on in the game, in Special World 7 and 8, there are almost all the levels are just Cosmic Mario, and I feel like they should have done a little more variety in there. There is a humongous branching story. I think that's pretty cool. Whenever you beat a world, you get this postcard flying towards you, and when you open it, it shows something like a situation the characters are in. Again, I think that's pretty cool. Bowser, every world you have to fight Bowser again and again. Sometimes it's dry Bowser, but you fight Bowser again and again and again. I feel like they should have put some original bosses in there. And finally, there's the 3D effects for some of the medals. In the game, you collect 3 medals in each world. Some of the medals are kind of useless. Like, they really are. Because you have to use the 3D feature, which again, barely anyone use, like, at all. Or you can stand on these platforms with like eyeballs and you can just see where it is without having to do 3D. The camera angle in each level snaps so you can have an easier time playing, and there are a bunch of Zelda references in this game too, like this one level where the camera is all at the top, and every time you light these fires, it would make a Zelda noise. I thought that was pretty neat. But yeah, that's Super Mario 3D Land. Again, I didn't think much of it. It was just Mario again. Speaking of the 3D, 2D game-esque thing, we're going on to the next one. For number 6, we have Super Mario 3D World. Now, I love the absolute hell out of this game. But I put it down here because it wasn't as good as the other ones. Like, they really weren't. In this game, you have 5 playable characters, which is nice. We have Luigi, Toad, Peach, Rosalina, and of course, Mario. Yeah, Rosalina from Super Mario Galaxy just came back randomly in this game. It was weird. But that just means you have to play the game 5 times to 100% it, and touch the top of the flagpole every time to 100% it, which is really bothersome. There's, this is not the first game that's done this, but when you get all green stars, you are able to do this like really difficult challenge mode called Champions Road. And honestly, it's really, really difficult unless you have 2 players. But it's really, really difficult. They had this in 3D Land, but it was so much easier there. But yeah, in 3D World, if you're playing it alone, it's really difficult. But if you're playing with 2 players, it's pretty easy, obviously. There are actually tons of unique boss fights, so they fixed my problem from 3D Land, where it was just Bowser, Bowser, Bowser. They changed. We have like Histocrat, which is this giant snake thing, this blob mess metal thing. I thought that was pretty cool and pretty much unique. There's a new power-up that comes in use. It's not some dumb power-up like, oh look, it's me, Mario, I'm wearing a fire hat. No, it's just, hey look, I'm a cat now. That's nice, that's pretty cool. It basically allows you to open up new pathways to beat the level, and I think it's pretty cool, instead of just, oh, grab Yoshi, flutter kick up, and look, new part of the level. Like, come on, make it easier next time. And there are loads of stars in this game, I think, that just provides enough content for you to enjoy. I played through this game a couple times due to this, and I really liked it. That's all I have for 3D World. Now on to number 5, which is Super Mario Sunshine. Oh boy, do I have some cons for this one. These are some serious cons. The game has really slippery controls. Sometimes I'm trying to do something and I overshoot a jump, or like I'm just trying to go up here and I don't because I just fall and I slip. Yeah, it's pretty weird to slip in a video game, but that's what this game does. You slip. I think that's really weird. I think the pachinko machine level is probably the worst level. It tries to push you to the middle, which I think it's really dumb. It tries to push you to the middle, because you're just trying to grab your red coins, you're trying to grab your shine sprite, and damn, it's so hard. You're just trying to grab it, and the game just pushes you to the middle. Like, goddamn, I get it. I get it. You want me to be in the middle, but I just want my red coins. Then there's the voice acting. Oh god, the voice acting. They gave Bowser and Bowser Jr. By the way, this is his origin game, Super Mario Sunshine. They gave Bowser a voice, and it just sounds like Cookie Monster's drunk brother. It's so bizarre to give him a voice. Peach has a voice too, but it isn't as bothersome as Bowser Jr. and Bowser. I mean, well, Bowser probably has the worst voice. Like, God, why? Just tell me why'd you do this? It's not funny. It's not funny anymore. It's not funny. And then finally we have the blue coins, which are so bothersome. They don't tell you where they are. They don't. There are some things that like oh look, here's a red M. Spray it down with the flood pack, which I'll get to later. You get a blue coin, but they don't tell you how many blue coins there are. And by the way, I don't remember to this day how many blue coins there are. I just know they exist. But the game does have an interesting plot. It's where Mario goes to jail because he's accused of making all of this like paint around the plaza. You do realize Shadow Mario's blue. It's just funny. I don't know. It's just funny. Yoshi is in this game, but he shoots fruit juice because that's what Yoshis do. They introduce a actually useful mechanic, the flood pack. It helps you readjust your jumps. Allows you to go to new areas, and I think it's super duper cool. The control options are top tier in this game. Not really top tier. There's another game that takes that There's another game that takes that cake, but the control options are nice. They fixed the camera from Super Mario 64. Thank God they did that. It's now way smoother. And also there are some pretty unique ways to get some shiny sprites in this game and beat the game. And yeah, Super Mario Sunshine, I think it's an okay game. It's considered okay, and I do think it's okay. Next we have the middle, kind of-ish. We have Super Mario Galaxy. Super Mario Galaxy has a really wide and interesting plot. I think it's great. It feels like a Disney princess story though, so which kind of bothers me a little bit. But it's not that bad. But the problem, like, this game introduces Rosalina. It's the first time playing as Luigi in a 3D Mario game. But the 100% reward for beating the game is not worth it at all. It's this linear level from the beginning of the game, but this time you collect 100 purple coins. I think it's really, really stupid. His Mario control options are a little more limited, but I think to replace that we have the spin jump, which I think is okay. The two main power-ups in this game are on a time limit, which also bothers me. Like, I'm just trying to burn something with the fire flower and it runs out as I'm trying to use it. Like, damn, please let me use it for a longer time, please. But this game introduces the idea where if you walk around a planet, you won't fall off of the planet, which we kind of needed that because they were in space in this game. There are some new and useful Mario power-ups. The Rocket Mario, Rocket Mario, Flying Mario. There's a lot of new power-ups I can't think off the top of my head. But yeah, it's just a lot of new Mario power-ups. Star Bits, which are the new collectible, have actually a use besides being a collectible. You can shoot them with the B button, and you can feed them to Lumas, which will grant you new planets to explore, which I think, again, is pretty cool. Again, that's Super Mario Galaxy. It's actually one of the Mario games I haven't played, but I know a lot about it because I've seen like videos and all kind of stuff on it. But let's just say that I think it's a pretty good game. It's definitely a recommended one. Next up, we have the game that started it all, and I'm going to give this one the benefit of the doubt because it is a revolution in 3D gaming as a whole, and that is Super Mario 64. Super Mario 64 is again a revolution in 3D gaming. It created some of Mario's staple moves like the ground pound, the dive, the punching, the kicking. A lot punching and kicking is not unique to Mario. They've never seen it again ever since Smash Bros. But still, it created Mario's staple moveset. The game is colorful and vibrant, but the problem with the game is that the camera. Oh god, the camera is terrible. And speaking of moves, controlling the wing cap and wall jumping is the most excruciating thing in the game. I'm trying to wall jump up somewhere to get my red coin, but every time I do that, I fall off. Thank God this game doesn't put a timer on the red coins like 2D Mario games do, but in the end, this still bothers me. I just want to do something, but I fall off, and it doesn't work. It's sad. This is the first time I got to hear Mario's voice, which I think is funny. Charles Martinet did the voice of Mario in this game, and I think it's pretty cool. You always leave a level after you get a star, which bothers me to all hell. But the game is full of secrets and has unique power-ups like the metal cap, the vanish cap, and the wing cap. And again, the wing cap, controlling it is terrible. I hate it. The music is so mesmerizing. The file select theme is just, yes, it's great. I love it. And the worlds are unique every time. It's not just grassland, grassland, grassland. We have grassland, snowland, sandland. I think they're all great. Continuing on for number 2, we have Super Mario Galaxy 2. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Anyway, this game doesn't have as many problems as the other games that I've talked about in this list. Actually, it only has 2 problems that I want to point out. First of all, after you beat the game, there are green stars you can get. And they're put in places that, aren't the best. They're usually put in places where you can commit, I can't say the word right now, problem. You can commit, death in the game, but if you're good enough at the game, you can get the green stars easily. And speaking of being good at the game, if you beat the game and you beat the hardest level, you get another version of the hardest level called the perfect run. That's just bad on its own. I really don't like that. I really don't like it. But the game, aside from that, has more open world levels, which I really like, over Super Mario Galaxy 1. There are new useful power-ups such as Rock Mario, we have Cloud Mario, and yeah, that's all I remember. Yoshi's in this game, and he has his own set of power-ups too. He has the Dash Pepper, I forgot the Bullberry, I think. There's one that lights the way, sort of like Matter Splatter Galaxy in the first game. The story in this game is much simpler. As much as I really like long branching stories, the story in this game is pretty simple. There's not much to talk about there. The galaxy is easier to access. They remade an old level from Super Mario 64, Alm's Fortress, and finally, Luigi is not required to 100% the game, unlike Super Mario Galaxy 1, which I complained about. It's not fun. And yeah, now we're on to the last game, which is my number 1 favorite Super Mario game, Super Mario Odyssey. I don't have a problem with this game at all. There are no cons that I can think of. I couldn't come up with anything for this video. But Cappy, the companion, allows for unique types of gameplay. You can capture enemies. Goombas allow you to stack up on top of each other. Pokeos, which is a new enemy, allows you to stab the wall and fling yourself up. We have fireballs, which you can possess with the cap, and you can swim through lava in the Luncheon Kingdom. And speaking of the Luncheon Kingdom, holy, there are plenty of unique worlds in this game. There's the Luncheon Kingdom, the New Donk City, which is the Metro Kingdom, Toast Arena, which is the Sand Kingdom, Mushroom Kingdom, Fossil Falls, which is the Cascade Kingdom. I love every single bit of this game. And yeah, it has so much fan service. In the Mushroom Kingdom, It's literally the castle from Super Mario 64. You can even get a Super Mario 64 outfit and the classic Mario outfit from Donkey Kong, which I think is really great. There are small and fun mini games you can play. Coins actually matter in this game, which I think was really surprising. You can buy costumes, moons, all that kind of stuff. Similar to Super Mario 64, you can get 100 coin moons in the shop. You don't just get 100 coins and you're like, oh look, there are a new moon. No, you get 100 coins, you go to the shop, you buy the moon. It's really weird because this is new to a Mario game, but it's so good. And yeah, Mario has different outfits too, like a scientist outfit, naked Mario. We don't talk about that one. Luigi Mario. There are so many outfits in this game, I can't even count them all. There's one that there's some that even cost like 9,999, and Nintendo even added some new costumes post game, like a musician outfit, a sunshine outfit based off Super Mario Sunshine. When you beat the game, in Super Mario Sunshine, when you beat the game, you can get sunshine shades and a shirt. That's in this game too, which I thought was really great. There's a night outfit. It's so many cool outfits that they added post game that I wish honestly, I wish they added more. But the game stopped getting updates, and it's currently at where it is now. And yeah, there's so many power moons. There's like checkpoints in this game that allow you to warp to different places. There are unique boss fights, like Knuckle-O-Tech, which is this big blue thing where it's this big blue thing similar to iRock from Super Mario 64. There's a snapshot mode, allows you to take pictures. That is great. And I want to end it off with the fact that the story is simple and to the point. Bowser kidnaps Peach because Bowser wants to marry her, and Mario has to stop Bowser from doing that. And spoiler warning, it doesn't end well for any of them. Mario and Bowser both get rejected. Peach ends up going on her own. But Mario, he's still with Peach for some reason, even after that. And yeah, that is my ranking for the Mario games. This is a school project, obviously. It's not the best of quality. But yeah, thank you for watching this, and I'll see you all next time, I think, in the next school thing. I don't know why I say you all. I'm always gonna watch this video, but yeah, bye.